Welcome everybody to another episode in Urban Talk. I got my boy here.
Yeah, Marvin.
Oh come on, man!
doing good.
Show some enthusiasm for the audience, G.
They know.
Shit, but
It's
anyways, it's good to have you guys again back on another episode. And today we'll be addressing dating in different cultures
Yeah.
and trying to see how to navigate around, the differences
Yeah.
and all the obstacles that come with it.
I can feel anymore.
So, in your take, have you ever dated outside your own nationality, or
dating is fun. Yeah, first and foremost, dating is fun. Dating is fun, especially if you're putting yourself out there. And when it comes to mixing races, it gets more interesting. It gets more adventurous and more which word can I say? More interesting, more adventurous and interesting, and it is something I think everyone should try. Everybody should try it. It's amazing. There is no limitations in the world. There's the world is a bigger place for all of us. We can all exist together. It doesn't matter. You just have to choose your taste and preferences right for your own health. But otherwise, it's amazing.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah, hearing it from the G himself. Go out there and choose your specified flavors or whatever, And yeah,
It's a big thing. It's lovely when you cross the boundaries, when you go out of the system of what you know,
yeah.
what you think is only meant for you, and then you try to go out of the fence and play, outside the fence. It gets awesome. It gets interesting. It gets challenging, and it gets playful. But at the end of the day, what is more better than having experience?
Yeah, that's true. Experiences breed confidence.
Exactly.
So go out there, experience life in a proper way. In a proper way. Don't go too crazy and have yourself caught up in some shenanigans or whatever you call it. But yeah. But it's quite interesting.
Yeah.
I think it has its challenges, in terms of maybe, for example, I want to marry someone who's just, for example, Arab, right?
Okay.
And then maybe because of the culture or the family, even if the girl really loves me, maybe the family might not really be, enthusiastic about the idea of me marrying their daughter. Or for example, maybe from my side, maybe my parents are like, nah, this is not what we want for you. So how do you think we can go about this whole ideal situation when it comes to stuff like that?
Like I say in from the beginning, you need to understand your taste and preference. It's not a matter of just jumping and you get excited, because there is rules to play. There is rules to play with in this game, especially if you're crossing boundaries in dating. There is things that black people do that other people don't do. There's things other people do that black people will not do.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
you gotta understand where you're heading and what you're choosing. It's not a matter of getting excited and you're like, me, I'm going as far as as I want. But there's rules in everything.
In
That's why
everything, that's
there's law and order. Yeah. So there's a book to play by.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not a matter of me myself. I've never dated an Arabic girl. No, I don't have a big of idea about what they play with, but I know they have rules they play with, just like where I come from. We have rules we play by. Everybody in the world, they have a book of rules they're supposed to play with. So think about it and choose your battle wisely.
You don't want to go into a war where you're just bouncing into walls and not having any progress.
You need to know you're going forward. World War One, World War Two. It's not basically war, but I'm saying there's rules in these things. It looks like there is no rules, but there is rules.
There is rules, true. But I would say, apart from all that, people need to understand, of course, that there are ways in which people do things in their own culture. Thing like they've got their own certain way of living, both in your family and the girl's family. But for some people, I think they see it as like obstacles in a way, like it's like a barrier which you can't cross. So maybe just because that girl, maybe the family is, let's just say for example, they're not good in English, right? They might think like, oh no, it's gonna be like a very difficult process of getting to know that girl, or it's gonna be a very difficult process for her family and your family to like coerce with each other and try to build that bond. But I think barriers should be also seen as, in a way, as a learning process to try to understand each side better.
The world is a free place. But the world is not a free place.
True.
But it's a free place.
Yeah, true. It's both free, but not also free at the same time.
If for some reasons communication is a barrier, then why are you bothering one another? How did you get to that place of let's start dating when you can't communicate?
True.
So how did you table your issues to her? How did she understand? Why you're using what, sign language? If you're using sign language, keep using sign language.
Google Translate. But have you seen, like, I think my mom usually sometimes watches these shows, like, what's the name of that show? Something along like 90 Day Fiancé, stuff like that, where you see maybe these people, like, of course they're from different countries, right? Maybe the girl is Russian and the guy is American, but now the girl is not really good in English at all. And the guy also, of course, he doesn't even understand Russian. And then now they would have to like get Google Translate. Like,
you see,
it's a whole process of hard work, and
people always find a way to communicate. They will find a way to communicate.
There's always
I mean,
a way.
if you're into it, you'll find a way to communicate.
Of course.
Definitely. If it's using sign language, if it's writing down on the piece of paper, you find a way to communicate. It doesn't matter.
It's all about the effort.
Exactly.
Trying to put in effort to make it work.
There was people who are deaf and dumb, but guess what? They're in love with people who are talking. How do they communicate? They find a way to communicate.
True.
So it's all about playing by the book. You have your own book. The world has its own book. You just have to put this combination together.
Yeah, try to put the puzzle pieces.
Yeah, and then work
together
out something.
And try to make the
Other than that, don't make it so hard. No, it's not. It's not a big of a deal.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's amazing. I love dating from other cultures.
So would you say it's like your own personal preference, like the end goal should be like you want to marry outside of home, or?
I'll say this, in my opinion. I want to marry outside the fence, okay? But if you want to marry from where you come from, it's still okay as long as you're happy. The person you marry to is happy too. That's all that matters.
True.
But me, in my own opinion, I want to try some. I'm not saying my people not better or the other person is better. No, I just want to try something better for me, good for me, and something I feel comfortable with. It's just it's a matter of differences in taste and preferences. That's it. Nothing else.
Nothing more.
Nothing. There is nothing outside that. As long as my taste is, I want to have spicy food. Oh, I'm going to order for spicy food. If you want to have normal, yeah, eat your normal. Like either way, we're both satisfied. We're both happy.
It's all good.
At the end of the day, we'll go to the washroom. We go to the washroom too.
Oh my god. But it's true. He's got a point. We'll give him that. But yeah, despite all the hurdles, all the mountains you have to climb, I think it's also like a good learning experience when you're like in a relationship with someone who's in a different culture, because you learn different things.
Yeah.
You might know they might have some food which actually is good and you end up actually liking it.
Yeah.
And you're like, damn, baby girl, how does your family make this food? And maybe she learns something from your side of the family.
Yeah.
It could be the language. It could be maybe a certain way of dressing which has taken into her liking. Then she can also, try, learn from all that whole process. Yeah, true.
But when it comes to food, sometimes we all need to be careful. You may be out here having stomach ache
Oh my god.
every day.
You'll be crying. Oh, you'll be crying out here.
Because either way you need to adjust to the food the person you're trying to be with is eating. Yeah, you need to, because that food is what they want. It's what they like most.
Yeah, it's what they have been having all their life.
Exactly. They have grown up having cucumbers, so you gotta pick up the pace.
True.
Yeah, so, but speaking of the other things of, adjusting and learning the experience, everything is nice. Everything is nice. Trust me, when you try, I'm not saying from the rest where you are, like it's not better. No, I'm not saying the grass is better on the other side. If on this side where you are, the grass ain't greener, even on the other side it's not like it's not green. Because you need to appreciate what you got first, and then adjust to it, love it, accept it. That will be easy for you to adjust and love what is on the other hand.
On the other side, true.
Yeah, I don't know if that makes sense, but it should make. Because if you're not comfortable with your own, how are you going to get comfortable
With another.
with another one? And you gotta get comfortable with yours first. And you understand, you know what? I think I'm gonna try some new. Alright? But you appreciate the fact that you've been there, you've created time, you've learned, you've grown. So let me go on the other side and see, what do they do? How do they go through life? How do
What's
they
the
go
operating system?
Exactly. Well, do they also have 1 + 1 = 2?
True.
Yeah, so you go.
You might find 1 + 1 is 60.
Yeah,
here.
you could be seated there, and then there's a 1 + 1 where it adds up to 200.
True.
You need to show some love when you get there.
You need to accept it as it is.
Yeah.
1 + 1, 200.
Thank you. Me, I'm a chicken person. Like, you wake me up 3 a.m. in the morning and you tell me chicken is here, I'm eating without even opening my eyes. So, if I'm coming somewhere where chicken is like a taboo, no, Oh no, I'm not coming. I love chicken. This is my shit. This is
For all you
this is
ladies out
me.
there,
This is me and chicken. Right? Chicken, I don't care it's coming in what recipe. I'm eating the chicken. With soup, without soup, with... It doesn't matter.
you're all in.
You wake me up 3 a.m. in the morning, I'm busy sleeping, I will not even open my eyes. I can even smell the chicken when I'm
Oh boy.
having my eyes closed.
Whoever's gonna marry this man, take notes. Khalas. Just
Now,
take notes.
if now me I cannot marry somebody who's a vegetarian.
Nah, hell nah. Nah, that would be. Oh,
I'm a chicken dude. I love chicken.
we love meat.
God created chicken for all of us on this planet.
For
That's
us,
the only bird that is so delicious and you can fly. Do you know why? God loves you. That's the whole point. Imagine if chicken was flying and you had to run after that. Imagine in the morning you wake up and you start chasing chicken up there in the sky.
next thing, people are having bows and arrows just to shoot down that bird to come.
Me, I will be dead. Me, I will be dead by now. I cannot go a day without having a chicken piece in my mouth. Like, I will drive and go pick up a chicken sandwich. I'll go buy a chicken shawarma. It's chicken. So if you start telling me I need to have this spinach and
Broccoli and
broccolis and cauliflower for lunch, my parents are going to sue you.
true.
For
We end up with a
imprisoning
court
me.
case. Why would you do that to me? Like, just give me the meat, man.
Thank you.
Just
Please.
give me my meat.
It's okay.
You
With
eat your
vegetarians. I have no problem with none of ya. It's okay. You can help the cows eat all the graze fields. I have no problems. I'll wait for the cows. You eat up all the grass. It's okay. I'm okay. But I'm not. No. I'm a chicken dude. I'm a beef guy. Like, you people don't even eat egg.
Imagine.
You don't eat.
You're missing out on egg.
You don't eat
Come on.
mayonnaise? You need to... Have you tried finger licking with mayonnaise?
Oh my god. They have no idea. For all you vegetarians out there,
I've never been on a date.
we mean all disrespect.
This is where things are getting out from hand now. Now let me come. This is where things are getting out of hand. Okay. There is a couple of girls that have grown, now vegetarian. Now they have turned their nutrition to some couple of things that are complicated. I was out on date with this one chick one time. So the girl goes, Marvin, what do you want to eat? I was like, because we were at Wendy's. Yeah, if you know Wendy's, is a restaurant down there in Dubai, in Jumeirah. So I wanted a beef sandwich. So I asked for it's called the beef finessa. It has 2 beef patties and it has extra beef bacon on it and ketchup and mayonnaise. And this girl goes like, no, me I'll have a salad and I'm on a diet here, I'm watching my nutrition, blah blah. We are having a salad. She's like, let's have a chicken grilled salad. I was like, we? Who is we? I'm hungry. Like, I'm hungry, I'm starving.
Like, I wanna eat.
I wanna eat.
And now you're trying to put your sanctions on top of my
You're
head.
getting me these green things before me when I'm hungry?
Who said I want leaves?
Have you seen me? I can't even talk. Like, I'm hungry. I'm out of shape. I can't even blink. My eyes can't blink because I'm hungry. I can't even laugh.
Like, the energy will be so gone. Like,
Me with food, I can pause the world just to eat. She goes like, oh, come on, no. No, it's the first day. I don't want to look like an asshole. Okay, cool. I'm like, you know what? Let me get a salad too. Trying to look cool. Whoa! They gave me that salad. The chicken was good. I put these leaves in my mouth and I was like, to hell with all these nutrition campaign and convoys. I was like, yo, you know what? No, I'm not eating this. She goes like, oh, come on, you gotta be supportive. You can't eat beef. I was like, no, I'm paying for my beef. You pay for your salad.
True.
Okay? If don't pay for my beef, I'm not having these green things in my mouth.
Oh my God.
From now onwards, I'm a cheat. I was like, hey, wait, help me. Help me.
Help me satisfy my stomach.
Help me get some beef in my stomach. So they should go mad.
Oh my God.
We never went for the second date because I couldn't eat
Imagine.
these salads.
You're missing out on the man of your dreams just because you didn't want to eat a salad.
There was niggas out here eating salad on a date.
Imagine.
And I've seen your faces. Most of you want to cry. I've seen you looking agitated and irritated, but you want to look cool. You want to look cool. And I know when you go home, you're going to order for that Big Mac.
Yeah. And
with extra cheese and extra mayonnaise on the side. Just get your shit and don't let her, if she's on
trample on you.
Yeah, it's not basically like, but don't let her tease you. Like, eventually she's going to know you're a Big Mac, a Big Mac fan, because you always drive there.
Yeah.
One day you'll be driving her, and then you're like, let me pass McDonald's and pick up my shit,
my meat. You know, and just to satisfy my soul.
And then you will even go extra cheese, extra mayonnaise on the side, and
please add some more meat on the side. You know.
Yeah, I love food. I don't know, but I'm thankful to God. The more people I've met from different races, like going out and dating and stuff, the more I've understood that you gotta be you out here.
True.
Like, people have had enough, and now they just want to be around authentic people.
True.
It's not about how much you can cash in on a date, and I appreciate all the ladies, the women who have been in my life and who've gone out on a date. I appreciate the fact that when we're out here, we just want to be alive in that moment. Yeah, I'm being honest, especially the more I've played on the other side of dating, and I've understood that.
True.
Yeah, I've gone out and now I've gone out on a couple of dates with a couple of white girls, and it's amazing. Like, I've been on dates with black queens too, and it was amazing. But now this new experience is amazing. Yeah, it may not go as planned, which is okay. I've understood that also things don't work out as planned, which is okay. Like, it's okay.
Just let it crumble. It's crumbling, just let it crumble.
But when you're out there, don't compromise yourself. Like, when you're compromising,
yeah, especially your morals and your standards. Like,
if you don't want some, communicate it. I don't want
True. I think that's the basis of everything. Like, communicating with your ideal person. Tell them, like, listen, this is me. This is what I do.
Yeah.
This is how my franchise works. If you feel like it's not
working with your core values,
it's okay. I understand.
No bad blood.
Yeah, there's no hard feelings.
No.
I'll just move on to someone who's willing
to take this
to take how my business works.
Yeah.
And how my values are, and we will take a step forward. It's all good.
It's all good. It's no hard feelings out here. But don't compromise one another. I always tell them, don't compromise yourself around me. Like, come on. You want to have a chicken sandwich and you want to eat and all the sauce leaks on you. It's okay. Eat. When you go home, you wash. Okay, it's not my detergent. It's your detergent anyway.
Don't be shy. Just be you.
Don't get me out here speaking in tongues and changing accents like it's between life and death.
True.
No, I'm not in ICU where I have to fight for life. Come on, give me a break. Yeah. True. But guess what? Go out on a date. It doesn't have to turn out good all the time. Sometimes it goes wrong. But when it goes wrong, learn from it, don't take it personal. I never take nothing personal, especially from dating. I see people cussing on dating. She's blah blah blah, he's blah 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 blah. Did you look at you? Did you look at yourself too? Before you start pinning this guy, before you start pinning this dude, what are you? Who gives you the right to do that?
True. And sometimes those people are like, sometimes they are more on the worse side than the other person they're trying to put out, in a way.
Like, let's address the elephant in the room. What are you providing to get somebody to the place where you need to be like, oh, she did me every sitting? Why are you compromising her? Why compromising this nigga? Just get your own shit together. Take your baggage where you feel like it will be accepted. Don't get us out here hating people for no reason. It's not time for hate. It's time for love. You know what? It's time for love. If you feel like I can't take what you got, take it to Dante. It may work for him.
Nah, hell nah. Don't bring me baggage, please.
You're joking.
Halas.
Everybody got baggage. Everybody got baggage.
But nah.
Everybody's dealing with everybody's dealing with something in this world. I've understood that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I've understood that. I never understood that because I was limited to. Especially, I'll tell you the truth. People who are limited because of the program, we don't know that the entire world is suffering and everybody is dealing with something.
It's falling apart.
Because
in real time.
For example, I'm African. I've grown up from Africa. I've studied from Africa. Everything I've done is from home.
Yeah.
I'm in that program of home, of Africa. I'm in that program. So I know the only people who are starving and suffering, they're only in Africa. The only people who are dealing with whatever the world is giving to us in Africa. That's all I know. But when I came out here and I've met, because even me studying, I went to the schools where I went were all black kids. We never had like mixed races, who were black African kids. So I know how we used to roll. I know the kind of problems we used to deal with. But I never knew that even on the other side of life, there was problems.
True.
You may be seated here and you look at somebody like, I'll give a simple example, like Sheikh Hamdan, okay, His Highness, the Crown Prince of Dubai. You may look at him like he ain't got no problems because he's a prince. You may think he got it all figured out, but he will tell you he's figuring out something. He's dealing with something too. But all you want to look at is the expensive car he has, the expensive bow he got.
Then you think that everything is all
and then you think like, it's all
rainbows and sunshine.
No, he's got something that is putting on pressure. He's a human being too. True. He got responsibilities too. He has a family, he has friends, he has a full country on his shoulders. True. There's something always a human being has got to worry about.
True.
As long as you are alive. Those who are dead, I don't think they worry about it them day. I don't even want to know if they worry. But me who was alive, I worry about shit. It's in our nature to worry.
True.
Even God tells us not to worry, but it's in our nature as human beings to worry.
That's true.
Yeah.
True.
So I never knew that on the other side of the world, there's people dealing with things as same as we are dealing with.
Or even way worse.
Why? So when I've started to make friends across boundaries, white friends, brown friends, Asia friends. It doesn't matter where they've been coming from. The more I've met these friends, the more I've met people and talked to them, and I've understood,
we're going through a whole lot of things.
If you wake up and say sunrise and a sunset, don't think you're the only person who deserves to see that.
True.
Everybody sees this. You see, the sun rises from the east, but your east may be a west for somebody else.
True.
And your west may be a east to somebody else. So, come on.
True. It's a whole interesting take on life. Appreciate
It's amazing.
every second you have in your life.
Yeah. Everybody got shit to deal with.
Everybody's got dealing with shit, some even way worse. Somebody maybe, they've got cancer, they got received the worst news of their life, and you are out here crying about
I'll tell you.
crying about the chicken is not cooked right.
Oh. Now I'll cry about chicken.
Okay, halas, he's on a different story, but you get what I'm saying, right? But
I'll cry about chicken. I'll cry. I won't cry like cry, but I'll raise some
concerns like, bro, why is my chicken not cooked nicely?
Not even concerns, complaints.
Oh boy,
chicken, inseparable.
Oh,
but it's good to that from adversaries. It's good to mix up things if you want.
True.
It's good to find somebody who loves you and understands you. It doesn't have to be from your race, your country, it doesn't have to be like that. It should be like that if you feel it should be like that from your own understanding in the bottom of your heart. But if you feel like I can play outside the chess box, go for it. Nobody's stopping you. Go for it. But I tell you what, you are going to learn things, and then these things will even
help you in the future to understand.
And they will examine you. These things are going to examine you, and you're going to get some level of like humbleness. Yeah.
True.
You know there is a poor setting in Africa about white people. Every black person thinks white people have made it. Oh, they're living their rate of suffering may not be on the rate of your suffering.
True.
But guess what? They're dealing with something. There's a lot of people on credit. They're living their life on credit.
True.
There's people, they are dealing with mortgages and stuff.
And a lot of things going on. Yeah. I think above everything we've talked about, issues, problems, conflicts, I think the basis of trying to solve this cultural barrier is one of them is communication, of course. And trying to respect each other's cultures to understand like, my girl's culture, they do things this way. I need to understand that and accept that. And also for the girl, you need to understand like, okay, the guy's family or the guy himself, they do things in a certain way. Just need to respect each other. And inshallah everything will go well with time and stuff like that. And what, have you got anything to add?
No, not so much. It's all been said, like you said. But communication is needed everywhere. It's not only in mixed relationships. Even those who are not in mixed relationships, you need to be having the skill of communicating. But inshallah things will work out for all of us. And basically that's all I can say for now. If you don't want things to work out for you, it's okay. I'm okay. I'm gonna make my shit work out for.
You heard it from the man himself. But anyways, guys, Thank you for joining us today for this wonderful episode. You can also just drop in the comments if you got your own personal experiences, if you've dated outside your own race or somebody from a different culture. Just let us know and tell us what you think about mixed or cross-cultural relationships. And then we'll catch up in another episode. Peace.
I can feel anymore.